build that resume. Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk about App State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air, it's Cohen. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Wants to throw it. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Chanticleer. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's chat about App State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last.
Turning it on. Now they they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass, it's Cohen. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Pulls it, fired complete. Crosses the 30. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Maybe a double pass. Pressure coming. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him.
They'll try to get him on the fake. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Quarterback keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. That's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under fire. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a... nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Cohen. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's caught. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A great catch and run for 6.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gossett. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Lets it fly on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Blasted as he lets it go. He's open on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Tempo and overdrive. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Cohen. Hauls it in. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. On target. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Trying to punch it in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Buys a little time. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This quarterback part of their running game. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Cohen. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, App State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return in the 47. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of
running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news news about this drive, Jesse. It can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Cohen. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback keeps it. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little.
There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make the 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Dropping back, it's Cohen. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 32 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Quick release on the RPO. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the shot to clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Trying to make magic with his feet. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time rip. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to...
Turning it on! That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The shot that clears are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the shot to clears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete on the comeback. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Coastal! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Cohen. That's caught. It's more.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Got his man quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. Going to take a shot on second and short. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, App State.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Snap it to the back. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied.
42, App State, 37.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Back to throw, it's Cohen. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Moore. Oh, he got loose. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Chance for points here on 3rd themselves a finish. Touchdown, Appalachian State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th.
I like the decision right there. You're winning by 1. You're trying to go for 2 to make this a field goal game. Even if you kick the extra point, the other team kicks a field goal and they still got the lead. That was the right decision, just couldn't execute.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Gonna let it fly. Makes a grab on the shot. Breaks free. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. You got opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. A quarterback sneak on 2nd down. The only thing I can think of is he thought he'd catch them napping. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.